I will start with the question, which three privileges do you believe are most influential in your life?
Um, I would say, like, if I start back from growing up as a kid, maybe getting my driver's license would have been a privilege, a pivotal point. I mean, because that allowed freedom and independence. Um,
Was that like a thing? Did like a lot of kids were they not allowed to like get their driver's license, or was it just like an access thing that they, you know, couldn't afford a car anyways, or what was it?
yeah, it was a little more of an access thing, I guess, to having a car and that kind of thing. Like, I knew a lot of friends that just didn't even bother to go get their driver's license because they knew they weren't able to have access to their own vehicle anyway, so they just continued to ride the bus. um and I mean, I didn't get my vehicle given to me either, but I had to earn it and make payments on one, getting a job and so forth. But yeah, it's still, just having the license was great because I was able to finally have that independence.
Yeah.
I would say that was one.
Hmm.
Um, I think probably going to the church of my choice was probably another good,
Hmm.
privilege to have here, that we can go, you know, to any church that we choose. And um,
Yeah, like
that,
to be surrounded by a community that you get to choose, and like,
yeah,
not people that you're forced to be around, or people that you have to abide a certain way around.
right. And that definitely, also has a big part in shaping who you become in life, I think. Um, well, it's tough, but I'm just, in general, privileges that were provided to me, that I know one that always stands out that I'm super grateful for was the opportunity that I was able to have to go to Germany with um, our
Mhm.
high school in 10th grade. And my parents really had to save a lot of money to, scrimp and scrape to get me to enough money to go.
Mhm.
And I'm so grateful for that, though, because that really, at that age especially, was an eye opener, just to be able to meet people of a different country and see how they live, so much
Mhm.
differently than I. Just being able to travel at that young age was such a opportunity, and I'm very
Mhm.
grateful.
Yeah, for sure. Um, so along with that, considering those three privileges that you mentioned, they center a lot around like freedoms. So like being able to go do those things, or living in a country where you can choose your church and your religion and things like that. Those are more rights based, and those are privileges that we get to enjoy. But how do you think that your life would have been altered had you not, say, been born in this country, or born into a family that made choices to save money for you, or things like that?
Oh gosh, I mean, it definitely would have limited a lot of the things I was able to do if I wasn't able to have, say, the freedom to get the driver's license. You can't go out and get your own job then, and go to different events. So, I mean, socially, that would have impacted, and also financially, it would have impacted me. I wouldn't have been able to have the driver's license.
Awesome. Okay. Well, then my last question is, what privileges would you like to see afforded to everyone in the country? I guess as a mom, you probably think of like what privileges you want your own kids to grow up with. And so, from that perspective, yeah, what would you like to see for everyone to be able to experience or grow up with the privilege of?
I guess education is such a huge thing. I would love to be able to see everyone, especially since in recent travel, we were able to visit a place that had a underprivileged kind of a community school, and that had such a huge impact on me because I sat there thinking of this huge classroom full of students with great brilliant minds, and how sadly most of them might not ever be able to expand on those, and become something great because they're limited to not having those opportunities to even go to a higher education. Is even as far as high school, it sounded like they sometimes get to go to high school. So that really is sad. And I wish everyone would have the opportunity to get a higher level education.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and thank you for sharing your responses.
Okay.
All
You're welcome.
right. Bye. Love you.